Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all been eating good. Today I have for you this delicious, easy chow mein recipe. Takes no time at all and it really costs nothing. So let's get right in. First thing you'll need is some egg noodles. I just boiled these and then drained them, covered them in a little oil. Just follow your package instructions, okay? Or you can use any noodle you like. I also have some bean sprouts, spring onions, ginger, which I'm going to mince, but you can chop this. Info in my blog. Then some chili, garlic, bell peppers. Bell peppers are optional. I just use what I had in the fridge. Honestly, this is really just as simple as you want to make it. Also some onions and mushrooms, which I'm using in the place of chicken or beef, which is up to you. I'm then also going to add some seasonings like pepper, salt, which you can use my code Food with Dom on the Prodi's website to get you some Himalayan salt. It's really good for you. Try it out. And then also I'm going to use some sesame oil, which I use in all my Asian recipes. So I really think you guys should get some. Light soy and dark soy. I'll explain why I use both of these in my blog. And some sunflower oil. Also, you'll need some sugar for balance and chili flake to taste. Let's get right in. So first thing you want to do is put some vegetable oil in the wok. You do not have to use a wok. You can just use a pan. I also add a little bit of sesame oil. I mix these two because the sesame oil can burn on its own, okay? So I recommend blending it yourself. You can buy the blended kind. Now I'm going to stir fry the mushrooms really quickly on their own. If you weren't using mushrooms, you'd use chicken here, like you'd cook the chicken separately first, but I'm opting out of that. I will write what you can do if you did want to do that in my blog, so please check it out. And then I'm going to season with a bit of salt to draw out the moisture and of course season. I really do prefer Himalayan salt over table salt, so if you do want to, try to get those, okay? And then I stir fry it on high heat, making sure just to get some brown and some nice color. Not for too long because I do want it to hold its shape, but I do want it to, cook. So once that's done, I just transfer it to a plate and set aside. Now in the same pan, no need to wipe it, add in some vegetable oil again, and then we're going to go in with the onion. Now this recipe I've specifically want it to be stroganoffs because I feel like these are all things you should have in your pantry. So onions, a bit of garlic, and just whatever you have, guys. This is about improvisation and just making it cheap, so don't feel inclined to use what I've used. If you only have onion and bean sprouts, guys, that tastes just as delicious. So stir fry it and keep it moving. The trick with recipes like this is you want to keep it moving. If you don't, things can get watery and stew and it's not nice. Then I add the peppers, do the same thing, keep it moving, keep stirring it, make sure you're getting some nice heat on there, some color. Stir it around. I use chopsticks to cook quite often, so this isn't new to me, but don't copy me, guys. Use whatever you have. Make sure you're comfortable, okay? Then I'm going to add in my noodles. I didn't show this here, but I did cut them off camera because they were very long. I recommend cutting them because it makes it easier to stir fry. So yeah, try to just cut them a little shorter. They were a bit long here. So then after that, I'm now going to add the ginger. Now the reason why I didn't stir fry the ginger with the garlic was because I didn't want it to burn. And when you mince it, it cooks so quickly. It's like a powdered seasoning. Then I add some dark soy, light soy. I will explain why I use both of these in my blog. One's for color, one's for flavor. So you can see how quickly that's changed color with the little I added. So if you're only using dark soy, please be careful not to overdo it. Okay, so then I mix that together, make sure you're keeping it moving. You can see the peppers still have their shape, the onions are still there. And then I'm going to add in the bean sprouts. I add these at the end because I want them to hold their shape. I'm also adding back in the mushrooms. If we're using meat, this is when you add it back in. And then I stir that as well. So the heat will, wilt down the bean sprouts. It really takes no time to cook from here, okay? So keep stirring, keep mixing, just keep mixing. And you want to make sure everything's combined. You don't want to have bits of soy in random places. Look at the flick of the wrist. Yes, girl. I wanted to be extra there, so show you guys I can toss. You did not have to do this. Some of mine ended up on the floor, which was the ghetto. But yeah, now I'm going to add in some sugar. That's for balance from all the soy and things we've been adding. Then chili flakes to taste because I like some heat. I'm also going to add some black pepper as well. You can use white pepper, which is awesome in this recipe actually. And then I'm going to stir that around, of course, make sure everything's well combined. It's noodles, so you do want to mix a bit much to make sure everything is nice and combined. I'm going to taste for seasoning. which is important. Always taste, adjust to your taste. I give recipes, but it's all about your taste. And mine was perfect. So I'm just going to serve it up. And oh, guys, it was so good, so good. And it literally cost me like, what, £3? I'm going to garnish with some spring onions, sesame seeds, and chilies. And there you have it. Delicious chow mein stir-fried noodles. If you enjoy this recipe, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe. Bye.